Before I go into this, by show of hands, how many people here have no idea who I am or anything about my spiel? Tell the truth, raise them. Rant. I feel like I have to do a fucking rant. So I'm in good spirits. We'll see what happens today. If you work in a job, you are not an entrepreneur. Now I know that hurts, and I'm gonna say it again. If you right now, as you're running through the airport or driving on the highway, are going to a job, you, my friend, are not an entrepreneur. Like, you can't just decide you're gonna be an entrepreneur. You can. There's a big difference between being an entrepreneur and having entrepreneurial tendencies and actually being a successful entrepreneur. The punchline is this: way too many people are playing it half pregnant. You either do it or you don't. There is no in-betweens. This is binary. You didn't think it was true that they were 15, 16 hours a day. You thought they were hyperbolized and they were 8 or 9. You didn't realize every minute was something. You didn't realize that it's every day, always, forever. If you're playing a different game, you gotta also eat the shit that comes along with it. It's super fun to fucking be an entrepreneur at 21 and play the game. If you fucking lose, you lose. Don't give up when people put you down. Recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because You were lucky enough to be born during this era. Every time there is an actual attention revolution, enormous money is made and enormous money is lost. Just because you weren't first doesn't mean you can't be best. When you're in do mode, you fucking get shit done. What do you think about that? I can tell you what to do. A screwdriver works, but if you don't go and do it, then that screwdriver sucks shit. A lot of people look at finished products. They look at LeBron today. They look at Kobe today. They look at Beyonce today. If I'm sitting on a couch and I'm like, oh, that athlete thinks they're so fancy, I wasn't there for the last 22 years that they woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get them to this moment. You have to deal with the reality of the situation. Dwelling and pondering and crying doesn't do shit. You can cry, you're just gonna lose. And I have bad news about complaining and crying. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Who's gonna feel sorry for you? I'll tell you who's gonna feel sorry for you. Oh, you know who feels sorry for you? Your other enabling losing players around you. It's just one fucking losing circle. Either you're hanging out with people that are dragging you down, or you're hanging out with people that are lifting you up. But I promise you this, every winner in your life has zero sympathy for you.
Well, don't you just walk away?
I just think that people are scared to fail in front of other people. My friends, I'm telling you something right now. I'm desperately excited to fail in front of you. Because A, I don't really give a fuck what you think. B, I'm gonna learn from it. And C, battle scars are attractive. Speed is 4 billion times more important than perfection. The amount of you that are crippled by getting shit right instead of getting shit done is insane. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. Like, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm the greatest and fucking the messiah, or if you think I'm a piece of shit con artist. I'll see you in 2020, 2030, 2040. I'll see you. I'll fucking see you. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is.
What you gonna do with your life?
You know, being successful takes several different variables. I think self-awareness is number one. If you don't know yourself and you don't know what you're good at, you've got no shot because you're gonna be spinning your wheels. Like, are you willing to be super honest with yourself when nobody's watching? We all know who we are. Sometimes we don't like that. What are you actually good at? What do you like doing? Because the opportunities are endless. The problem is we are scared to do different things because the fundamental core reality is we worry about what other people think. We worry about getting judged if we fail. Like, if you're not your number one fan, you've lost. Because the market's really good at tearing you down. Every day, 24/7, 365, I will remind you that life is phenomenal. That nobody gives a shit. So the government or your mommy's not gonna help you. You've gotta do it, own your shit, but it's never been better. We've got a bigger chance than ever. We can do our thing. We are strong as shit. We're really fucking strong. We're just being sold that we're not. Because there's a lot of money in telling us that we're not pretty enough, thin enough, smart enough, good enough. Fuck that. I want to tell you you're the fucking best. Go do shit. I just want it so bad for you. I want it bad for you. I believe that you can. And by the way, I'm not like, anybody can do it. Like, some of you suck. Some of you don't have the skills. Why do you think I talk about self-awareness? I just want you to try hard at the thing that you may naturally be best at, because that's where everybody finds their moment. How much more motivation do fuckers need? Like, you live one life, it goes fast. Life goes fast. The problem for so many of you, the reason so few things are happening for a lot of people is they're confused. They don't know what they want. They want 8,000 things. They're just confused. Stop being confused. Figure out what you want, reverse engineer it, and get it. The biggest poison in us is regret. It's poison. Everybody here is already sitting with 2, 3, 4 things they can think of very quickly that they regret right now, already. And right now you feel okay because you got a lot of life to go. But if you spend time with people in their 80s and 90s, the thing they will absolutely teach you if you really dig is regret fucking sucks. When you see regret in a man's eyes, it's fucking painful because you can't do shit about it. When you're 90 and you're not mobile and you're tired and it's over, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't build that company you wanted. You can't spend that time with your kid. It's regret, and it fucking drives the shit out of me. What would you do if you could just do it all the time? The only decision that needs to be made is the one that you will regret the least when you're 90. All my advice is only for the complainers. This is only for the complainers. I'm not mad at you if you play Madden. I'm not mad at you if you watch fucking Lost. I'm not mad at you if you watch complete seasons of House of Cards. I'm not mad at you if you play Call of Duty all day. I'm mad at you if you're doing that and you're baffled and complaining why you're not making more money and why you're not living your dreams. You gotta have a dream, but you gotta be practical. The world isn't what mommy and daddy told you. The world is exactly going to be what it's going to be, with or without the way you thought it was gonna be. A ton of shit is gonna change. The world changes every goddamn day. It's equally fucking pushing it as it's being patient. And if you push through those two extremes, you fucking make shit. Everybody's on one extreme or the other. That's why the people that push from both extremes win. That's why there's so few people that win. Like, I have a dirty little secret for you. Doing the right thing is always the right thing. Like, it has a funny, like, call it fucking karma, call it whatever the shit the fuck you want. Doing the right thing is the right thing. The work, it trumps everything. It's the one non-debatable. You can debate talent, you can debate luck, you can debate circumstance. You can't debate if somebody's putting in the work. Not subjective, motherfuckers. You either put in the 15, 16, 18 hours of work that gives you the best position to succeed in what you're trying to achieve, or you don't. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. And a lot of people need to hear one of two things today, which is, this is the greatest era to ever be alive and be an entrepreneur or executive if you want it, and stop complaining and dwelling because nobody gives a fuck. Thank you. And feeling good. Feeling good. Productive. 24/7, 365.